So let's look at premises expenditure now. Going down to line 125, that's line 125 on buildings, maintenance and improvement, and looking at column N, notes and instructions, I can see that the DFE benchmark is for an expenditure of £161.5 per pupil. If I relate this to the number of pupils by entering the following formula, so let's go to E125, cell E125, and the formula will be equals sum, again, E absolute value 9 to E absolute value 13 times £161.5, then dragging that across for all subsequent years. This will give me a growing expenditure across the years. However, I know from my experience that the relationship between occupancy and maintenance costs is not linear, so I want to adjust these figures. I checked the DFE figures with other benchmarking, and I'm happy with the cost of £129,000 when we are at full occupancy, so in these 2 years over here, £129,000. But I know that we will need to spend much more than £19,000 in year 1. What I will do therefore is to adjust the budget provisions before we get to full occupancy, and I will do this manually, and I will make a note in column Q, benchmark adjusted as relationship with pupil numbers non-linear. So let's do that now. Benchmark adjusted as relationship with pupil numbers non-linear. So the reader will know what the rationale behind the changes was. And then what I will do is front load, starting in the first year with £68,662. And this is based on my own benchmarking calculations. Let's do that. Then in the second year we'll have 76,291, then 84,768, 94,187, 104,652, and then finally the last figure that I will change is for 2020-2021 to 116,280. Then we said that at full capacity we were happy with the figures that we got based on the DFE benchmarking information. Now, if we now go to tab G5, the summary sheet, even before I enter other premises costs that will increase the effect, the summary has a red cell at E34. Let's go down to E34. There you go. 10.5%. This will indicate that my budget plan has varied from what the DFE will expect. As the DFE assumptions for premises costs are based on a linear approach, and I do not feel this gives a realistic budget figure when we have low occupancy, I will make a note of this in column P, also on this tab, to the effect of relationship to pupil numbers non-linear with low occupancy. See narrative. And so the reader will know to seek a justification for this red figure in the narrative for section G.